So it is the last week of summer and you had a list of summer books that you were gonna read. And you did not do that this summer. That was me. Oh my goodness, this summer just went by so fast. I think it was because I had like events going on each month, so like every 2 weeks I had something going on, and of course then the summer went like that and I'm like, oh shoot, it's literally I have a couple of days until the start of my last semester of college and we didn't get any of that TBR done. So I'm gonna knock one of those out today. And this book I've been eyeing this whole entire summer because I'm like, I'm gonna read it this summer, I'm gonna read it. I had other books in the way and of course I just couldn't get it off my mind, and I heard a lot of good things about it. So I'm like, you know, since this is the last week of summer, I'm gonna just read the book and make a video on it. And that book is Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. And I think as I'm saying her last name correctly, Jimenez, because I looked it up. Because this is my first book of her, and you know, I'm only like 56 pages into this book. And it is so, it's like really cute. It's like, I love it. Like I'm like, the whole time I'm just like, aww, that's so cute, aww. So the plan for this video, I'm gonna be just tracking my progress of how this book is going. Right now in the book, I am, of course I said, only just a crack into this book. And of course the two main characters are Emma and Justin. Justin writes a Reddit. If you've been seeing like all the stuff on TikTok, like, I'm not saying the word because I don't say bad words, but you know, and he talks about how he has this curse of dating somebody and then they break up, and then the person they broke up with falls in love with the next person they date, and it's not Justin. And of course there was other things in that Reddit, and I think like, of course the main character Emma, I think Maddie shows it to her best friend, and they were kind of having fun with it. And now I'm at the point where Justin and Emma are talking, and now Emma wants to see him. That's where I'm at right now. I do think this is really cute, and I cannot wait to keep reading. Like how I am feeling with this book is like, when I'm reading it, I can't put it down, which is a really good indicator that's probably gonna be 5-star, maybe. I don't know. This is like my first time reading her, and then I'm like, I always like with romance, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. Yeah, it puts me in that cute little vibe. So, okay, I'm gonna stop talking and we're gonna be reading this book. So, here we go. Okay, so it's been a couple of days since I like reported back to you of like where I was in the book, and if you hear the sound of my voice, I'm like recovering from a little sickness that I picked up, so if my voice sounds a little different, that's why. I just finished, I think was chapter 17, so I'm at page 170, and I'm really enjoying the writing in this book. And of course I'm kind of having a little spoilers. If you have not known already about this book, there is a lot of like mommy issues. And of course both characters, Emma and Justin, are dealing with those. And I'm like really surprised of how much, even though they're not quote unquote like dating, they're like helping each other out. So kind of like one of the examples, so let's talk about Emma's mother. When Emma was a little girl, her mom was kind of neglecting her and had to go through the foster care and all that type of stuff. And Emma always has the benefit of the doubt, like every time she comes back, like, oh, like things are gonna be different, you know. Where we are in the book, her mother finally like called back with a new number and said, oh, hey, I found your like stuffed animal. And of course the name of the stuffed animal is named Stuffy. And the mom was like, oh, I'm gonna like tell me where you guys are living and I will ship it to you. And that was kind of a setup because she did not just send the stuffy to Emma. She also sent herself. But Emma's mom, when she comes in and like kind of does like that scary surprise. Not scary, but like, uh-oh, surprise. Of course, this was when she was on a date with Justin, and thankfully Justin was there to kind of be like, protect her? But like, kind of like support her in a way. And of course, like, and she was fine, like, kind of like the rest of the night. Then for Justin's mom, of course, she was going to prison in a couple of days, and Emma was just giving advice of, like, why because, like, Justin says, like, his mom was never really like that, like, of what, the reason why she's going to jail, and I just really liked how, like, even though they're both dealing with mommy issues, they're still supporting each other and giving advice and, like, being there for one another. It feels more natural than, like, of course, all the other romance books where you're just, you know, they're on a first date and all of a sudden they're in bed together. Like, that's not really my reality, and that's not how relationships should be. But, like, in this book, it's really giving, like, what a healthy relationship looks like, even though they're not really dating. But hopefully at the end they make up and they actually do start dating. I haven't really read this book before, but hopefully that's how it ends, because I really like this book, and I really want them to end up together because I feel like they're a really good pair, and I know that's what they want you to do, is root for Justin and Emma, and I'm rooting for Justin and Emma. And yeah, so like you see, I'm almost halfway. I'm almost there. Every time I pick this book, I feel like I get like 10 to 20 pages done. So that's kind of a good thing, because I'm like, I don't even like pay attention of how many pages there are. It's more of like how the story is itself. So I just want to get this done so I can give all of like my rank and my thoughts and all that, because I already have a good feeling about this book. Let's finish off this book so we can finish this video off strong. Woohoo! Almost there. So, you remember me saying, oh, I'm gonna be reading like the last week of summer? Yeah, I did that, but I had 2 more weeks. So, I just realized that I'm like a very slow reader. I kind of knew that, but I'm like, oh, maybe this book would be like, oh my gosh, I'm like, I can't put it down. I wouldn't say it's not like that. I have thoughts. So, of course, adding on to what I said about like the characters like supporting one another, of course that actually did go throughout the book. Of course, like they having their struggles and kind of like more things like piled on. But I think just like towards the end, I was feeling really sad, because of course Emma, like, she's dealing with what we find out, PTSD, and she, like, for her whole life she had no idea how to take care of it. And I'm like, it just felt like it's so sad that like that's what she had to deal with. And of course Justin tries his best, his darndest to help, but of course he doesn't know what to do. He's only like, he's just trying to be there to support her. And Emma's mother is not helping at all. Of course it's a romance, so it, like, there is a happy ending, but I'm just like, towards the end, I'm just like, of course everything goes wrong. and Emma, of course, like, she kind of like breaks a little, like, and it's really heartbreaking, like, because like there's a lot of things, like, because I want to keep this as spoiler, even though I'm kind of doing little spoilers, but she like finds a lot of stuff, and she's just kind of like, was my whole life a lie kind of thing. And it's like I'm like, oh, I'm like, I kind of feel that, like, just living your whole life thinking it's this one thing and then this happening. So, pros. The pros are definitely very strong together, of a very good friendship that turned into a relationship. They're supporting one another. Of course, it has like natural struggles with like mom issues. It's a good show in how relationships are supposed to be. I know I already said that before, but I'm still staying true to that. And the cons, there is one spicy scene like in one chapter. Of course, like, I still don't really know like because I know there's like closed romance and open romance. Of course, it's not really like an open romance, but it's like, I feel like it's like an in-between. Like, of course, like, she, like, it explains what happens, but of course, like, then there's like her like thoughts and kind of thing. Yeah, so like there's only like, and of course like when I read spicy, I'm like, that kind of turns, like, I'm like, I'm like, I feel like this would have scored a little bit higher if there wasn't really a spicy thing. Don't let me change your mind on not reading this book, because it is a good book. Just one chapter, there's a little spicy scene when they're alone, because you know what happens when two people are alone. I do want to rate this book a 3.5 out of stars. I know that kind of sounds a little low. I feel like this isn't my vibe, if you know what I mean. Well, I don't know. I feel I'm still learning how I read. I guess that's the end of the video of the Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you do, if you like any book content, please subscribe. And remember that Jesus loves you. Bye.